I grew up with two entrepreneur parents, right? Like new businesses every year, regardless of how well or how bad the last one went. So one is uh, failure is the tuition you pay for success. Like
Yeah,
you're just, you if you went to school to learn to become a doctor, you would pay tuition,
yeah,
right? So all the money I lost in my clothing lines and all that stuff is just tuition to learn something new and a new chapter. I learned how not to raise money. I learned how not to source. I learned what businesses not to run, right? Um, so that's one. The other thing though is fail. One of the biggest reasons why people struggle with failure is because they internalize it,
okay.
right? And so they go, I'm a failure because I failed.
Hmm.
And the truth is, you're not a failure because you failed. You're successful because you're okay with failing, right? So it's it's part of my day. I'm supposed to, the more I fail, the faster I fail, the better the results get, the better I get, and the faster I get to a win,
Yeah.
right? So I will launch something, I will fail, and I would go, okay, what was our learnings? I'll go have a Snickers bar. If it was a big failure, I'll cry, have
Yeah,
some ice cream. I give myself 24 hours, we go again, right? So every failure, I've never, again, if you play long-term games, it's like the market.
yeah.
It goes down. Oh my God, the world is burning. It's gone up for the last 100 years. It's going to go up,
It's rigged to
right?
stay up.
It's rigged to stay up. So if you fail, like if I'm launching something and if I want to give an idea a really good shot,
Yeah.
60 days of massive action.
Okay.
I give it everything I have for 60 days. If I get to the end of 60 days and there's no data or dollars to prove that I'm right, then we let it go. Like I did the same thing with, when we were launching, I started working with athletes, right? Patrice Evra, Blaise
Yeah.
Matuidi, right? I was like, okay, let's just like give this everything. And at the end, I was like, you know what? Here's what we learned. We want to do it. We don't want to do it. This is what we want to keep working with. But we
Yeah.
had data, we had dollars, and we're like, okay, let's make a decision now. But fail, what is failure? You know when you care about failure is when you care about other people's opinions.
Okay. That's the real issue.
That's the real issue. You don't want people to look at you like, oh my God, he failed, or you don't want people to think you're a failure or to be embarrassed. Next time
Mm.
they ask you, oh, what happened to your little clothing line? And I get that because we are so impacted by the people around us. But the truth is, you can't pay your bills with people's opinions. It doesn't actually matter. You, at some point, you get to a point where you're so comfortable in yourself and you're so sure, like I am an entrepreneur. While everyone else thinks about failing, I failed 7 times this afternoon. It's just who I am. I will tell you the story. People fall in love with my story because of how much I failed. Because it wasn't like I woke up, built my first company, like, Shopify, first company, billion
Yeah.
dollars,
Yeah.
right? No, I failed so much that people go, man, this guy sucks. If he can do it, I can do it, right? And so one of the most common things I get is, Toby, you're so relatable. I feel like I can do it, right? And that's why I talk about all of my failures, right? So
Yeah.
people know like, hey, you failed 8 times. Like Shopify, I applied 7 times in 3 years. I remember the third time, one of my friends sat me down like, Toby, there's other companies, you know. I
Like,
was
what are you
like,
doing?
yeah. And I remember thinking, and I'm happy for the other companies,
Yeah.
so, when I applied the seventh time, they were like, we're just going to skip you to the last round because we've seen you so many times. I got the
Yeah.
job in like 12 days. And one of my friends was like, you applied a seventh time? I was like, I would have applied a 19th time. They have to let me in eventually, you know? So
Yeah.
you don't give up. It's just part of it, right? It sucks. It builds your character. It lets you also appreciate when you win.
Okay. And Toby, I have a question regarding that because if you don't internalize the failures, you can't internalize the success either.
Again, like if all life was wins, you would never be able to truly appreciate the
Yeah.
wins. I appreciate the house we have and the life we have because I remember the IKEA mattress we had on the floor, right? Like I appreciate me being able to buy my mom a car because I remember my first car having a hole in it, right? Like the the dichotomy is what makes it so beautiful, right? So you can't take one without the other. It doesn't really work that way, right? Like I have so much confidence that I can build new things because I built something after I failed so much,
Yeah.
right? So I don't like when I look at an idea, I don't go, "Oh, man, what if I fail?" The first thought I go is, this is probably gonna work.
Hmm. Yeah.
Right? Like I built that much, and then even if I'm wrong, I go, it's if it doesn't make me money, it's gonna teach me something, right? So I'm like, what am I gonna lose? I'm not gonna lose anything. We might as well just do it right now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So my team knows like I have that my pace to execution now is insane. Like I can think of something at 9 a.m. and like the prototype is out by 5,
Wow. Yeah.
because I'm like speed, like money loves speed. Money loves speed, right? Like if you can get something out 5 days before I get something out,
Yeah.
you have 5 days to beat me before I even launch,
It's true.
right?
Yeah.
So I think that's why I love failing. I love going like, hey, I tried that, right? Because then I also get to coach so many people. Be like, listen, I'm not saying it's not gonna work, but here's what happened when I tried it.